Good morning, everybody. So today is November 8th. Oh, it's a Saturday after SEMA. So I got home kind of late last night. Well, I guess it wasn't that late. It was about 8 o'clock, but I'd collectively had maybe 4 hours of sleep per night for like 3 nights in a row. And yeah, so I didn't do any unpacking or anything like that. So I just thought I would do like a Saturday vlog, which I haven't done in a little while, and talk with you guys about SEMA while I'm unpacking my car that is so full of stuff. It's a little insane. I'll do a full, I've got lots of footage of SEMA. I haven't edited any of it. It's just one of those things. But I was trying to enjoy the show while I was there, and I was trying to spend some time with all these people and meet people. And then I'm there in a hotel room with crappy Wi-Fi on a laptop with a 15-inch screen, and I'm used to at this point editing on my desktop with a 49-inch screen, and a lot of that stuff is harder. So I just decided to not do the whole like I'm gonna try to drop a video while I'm at SEMA kind of thing. So my stuff will come out next week. There'll be plenty of videos, and I'll do a wrap up at the end where I just kind of talk about like, these are all of the cool things that I saw and everything that I want to, get, buy, test, whatever. So that might be the only one that you want to watch, but if you want to see all the details and stuff, then you can watch all of them. This is what my car currently looks like inside the pillow. There's everything else here. And let me get a gimbal and a microphone really quick, and then we can, that way I can kind of set my phone down and unpack some stuff. So this case here, at one point it had my headphone amps and a bunch of stuff in it, but it's just that case from Harbor Freight. But this is where I keep all my camera gear, and I'll talk about this a little bit. I think I'm gonna pare down some of the things that I have. I modified this, well, I didn't modify it slightly, but the foam is set up for my drone, which I didn't take to SEMA because you can't fly drones in Las Vegas, and I wouldn't have really had good use for it anyway. This is the RS4 Mini, which I also didn't use very much. And then this is we'll use this tripod, and we use this. This is the Mobile SE, which, anyway, we'll talk about this a little bit. And then I have my action cam, my Action 4. This is for driving, obviously. And this is this handle for my action cam. So I was obviously packing and just threw a bunch of crap in here at the end. So give me a second, let me get this set up, and then we'll flip back to that. So now I'm back on I'm using my iPhone, but I have a microphone and stuff. So probably flip the iPhone so that I can get your view a little bit better, because I can zoom out so it won't be moving so much. But I've got to say, like, let's kind of start off with that. So SEMA is a 4-day car show in Las Vegas. Many companies, people make the week out of it because it's like, well, there's travel to, travel from, set up booth, tear down booth, all that kind of stuff. Now, I'm not an exhibitor, but I have, friends, people that are, so therefore I'm loosely involved in some certain things, it seems, just because you're there, you know what I mean? Like, people need help, you just help them, kind of thing. So let's start off first with camera gear. So camera gear wise, I took a bunch of stuff. I took my action cameras, which I didn't know, last year I kind of walked around with this guy, which is a stick with that action cam on top of it, and that worked fairly well. But it was kind of a problem when I was interviewing, because I only have one microphone connected to it. It uses a DJI mic, and that's the Action 4. So the Action 5 can connect up to 2 mics, but this one can only do 1. So I had 1 mic connected to it. I was walking around, and I'm wearing it as like a lav, and then people are coming up to me, and we're talking, and like you can hear me but not them, and it's hard to edit. So this year I got this thing, which is actually really cool. So this is a Sennheiser Profile 2 wireless, and right now the receiver, which goes in here, is plugged into my phone, and there's 2 microphones that come with it, and they both go in the end. So I'm wearing one right now to talk to you guys, and then the other one is in here. So I was able to connect that to my phone, record on one, and then kind of just hand this off as the other one so people could like talk to this when they're, you know, talking to you. Or you can hand them the little wireless guy, you can just pop that out. I also took my full-size camera and I was using that for a little while on the Tuesday and the Wednesday, the first 2 days. And while the video quality is going to be better, I don't think I'm going to do that again. I really don't. It was a lot. There's a lot to carry around the camera. It's a lot of gear to worry about. The right lens that you need is really only right for that one purpose, which you need like a, I don't know, like a 20 millimeter or 24 millimeter fixed. So I have a 35 and then I have an 18 to 24. But my 18 to 24 has like a super high f-stop. So like this is just camera gear that I brought. DJI mic, Rode mic, SSDs, lenses, you know, a variety of different stuff. And I could have pared this down, but I wanted to, you know, have what I needed. So I guess I didn't really talk about that. I drove to SEMA. So I live in California. I'm 5 hours away from SEMA, 5.5 hours away from SEMA, depending on traffic, right? So I drove to SEMA and then I drove home from SEMA. And there were really two reasons for that. You know, mathematically, finance-wise, and finance-wise, it was pretty neutral, right? Flights to SEMA and back are about $500. If you consider the mileage rate, the IRS mileage rate, so I spent like $150 on gas, right? $200 on gas, something like that. It's 2 full tanks in my car, one there, one back. But if you consider like the IRS mileage rate is 70 cents a mile for the average vehicle being driven, you know, in the United States, that works out to about $500 worth of mileage. So I would say like, for me, it's pretty neutral one way or the other. Flight time is about the same. Driving, like I said, I spent about 5 hours, but if you consider driving to the airport, going through security, waiting for the plane to board, boarding the plane, taking off, landing, well, in my case, I would have a layover somewhere, having a layover, having a second flight, landing there, all of that kind of stuff, and then having to get a taxi to the airport and not having your vehicle there and, you know, everything else. Like I said, it was pretty neutral. I don't want to say I saved money, and that really wasn't the intent of it either. So last year, when I went to SEMA, I had the opportunity to bring back a bunch of stuff with me, like chemicals, equipment, things to test, stuff like that. And I had difficulty figuring out how to handle that at the end, right? Because you've got these, there's like shipping there, like there's a FedEx there, for example, but they will tell you that they can't ship cleaning supplies. Even though FedEx ships cleaning supplies all the time, I don't know if it's like a Kinko's rule or what, like FedEx store rule versus like regular FedEx. So I don't know. That was something I ran into last year, and I actually had to like print my own UPS shipping label and then email it to the people at FedEx and have them ship it UPS and then pretend that I didn't know what was in the box. It was like a whole thing. So a bunch of camera gear, took a lot more than I needed. And I really think this year is going to be a year of simplification for me camera-wise, in terms of like just getting rid of some equipment that I'm not using, and I'm not going to lie to myself anymore. I'm probably just not going to use it. So that's what we're going to be doing this morning, is just unpacking stuff, putting things away, just talk through those really quick. Number one, I think I'm going to get rid of the Sennheiser body pack microphone that I wear all the time. I've had a couple issues of it here and there not having a lot of range, especially outside, and getting interrupted by things. And this profile wireless works really, really well. So I think I'm going to keep the profile wireless. I think I might also pick up a DJI Mini set, again with a receiver and the units. It would be the Mini, if it's the Mini 2, I guess it's called, Mini 3, I don't know what number they're on, but the DJI Mini wireless microphones. It's a pair, 2 transmitters, 1 receiver. I saw a bunch of people using those. They worked really well. I used Pans for a little while because Christy had my microphone because she lost hers. And I think that that's like a really good way to, let's say you're going to SEMA for the first time and you're like, what do I need to take camera-wise so that I can get some footage of things that I want to see? I would say, like, if you wanted to do the whole keep it simple, stupid method, buy a DJI Mini just the regular DJI Mini microphone set is 99 bucks. It's one receiver, 2 transmitters. You wear them up here, so they're like not the lavalier style, but the little squares. You can connect it to your hat, they're magnetic, super easy to put wherever you want to put them. Buy those, use your iPhone or Android phone if you're a masochist, and you'll be great. You'll be great. It'll work really well. And I would probably also consider buying like a battery pack of some kind for charging. Like get like an Anchor. I have an Anchor. It's a giant battery pack. Like you just need something to charge your phone. So I would probably get one of those, and then I would just do that. I think that is the way. So where exactly does this go? I think it's here. So I am going to keep this camera long term. I'm going to use this for the channel, continuing, but I'm going to switch, I think, to the profile wireless microphones as my day-to-day microphones and get rid of the Sennheiser. It's the EWDP is what I have. Again, like I said, I've had these weird things. You'll see that one of the CarPro videos that I did recently, I was just editing it, and like I go on the other side of my car and it just randomly cuts out, and like I'm missing sections of audio, and then I have to like either not have it or voice over it, which both options kind of suck. So I need something with a little bit longer range, and these are really the Sennheiser ones that I normally wear. The pack microphone is really designed for like inside a theater, and I think that it's relying on being able to like bounce around inside like the signal. I don't know exactly, but it seems like I have really long range if I'm inside my house. Like it's really weird. I can record in my garage, set it up here, and like walk to the other side of my house, and I can still hear myself on camera. But if I go to the other side of my car in my driveway, I can't. So, you know, one is 20 feet away and the other one is hundreds of feet away, but it's like it's using, I don't know. It's strange. So that's a change that I'm going to make. Also, I'm going to sell my large gimbal. I bought it planning, I had this vision of like using it at SEMA and like carrying around my full-size camera with the gimbal and, you know, doing that, the RS4 Mini, but I just didn't. I tried it, I didn't like it, I didn't enjoy it, I didn't want to carry it around. It's heavy. So I've just kind of opted to not, and that's going to be something else that goes. So if you're interested, I probably already sold it on eBay. I don't know, this video will come out tomorrow. So if you're interested, just shoot me a message on Facebook or Instagram, or email me, jeff@improved-garage.com, and I can get with you and let you know what stuff costs. I'm not giving anything away, but you know, we'll look at like what it sold for on eBay last, and then I'll take out, you know, 15% that I would pay eBay for fees. And we could just do a transaction through PayPal directly or something like that. So what else? To put all my camera stuff back together, here's my microphone pack that I was talking about. So this is what I'll probably end up selling. The Sennheiser EWDP. And I did all of my recording at SEMA on SD cards instead of on the SSDs, trying to keep the weight down on my camera. So that's that. Put all my batteries away. So all the other stuff to my car. I got lots of giveaway things, lots of loot, if you will. Lots of brands have things to give away. Lots of brands also have other things under the counter that they will give away selectively. So I'll give you an example of that. I went and talked to detail guards. And Detail Guards has the 360-degree scrub lock, dirt wall, scrub wall. And they gave me an entire scrub wall and a bottom piece. And I already use these. I already like these. I already know these. They're awesome. So anyway, pretty pumped about that. What's funny is because I was there with Adamo and he flew in from Canada, I have a bunch of stuff from him as well that I have to ship to him. So he got a set as well. You know, he was with me, we were talking to them, and they gave us both one, which is really nice. So that's like 60 bucks right there, 70 bucks, something like that. It's been a minute since I bought one, but we did a couple giveaways on like the Thor YouTube channel, I think it was, where somebody won a bucket and I threw in like a grit guard. Drank a lot of water while I was there. That's the second case. So just in 4 days, I walked 100,000 steps. I only ate like 6 meals and I lost 4 pounds. All those things are good. I don't know that any of them are particularly healthy, but hey, what are you gonna do? So I gotta put all of Adamo's stuff aside. Fine Lab released new polishes. So they were giving away, like this is Fine Lab samples. A1000, A500, and A50. These are new polishes and compounds, a 3-step solution. So if you went up to them, you got one of each. So BioBomb's playing cards. There's a company called Carton. Well, it's actually X-Foamer. Is the North American distributor for Carton, which makes this foamer and sprayer. So I bought one of each at SEMA. He's shipping me the X-Foamer, but the Carton sprayer I brought back with me. Now you might have seen some of these in SEMA. Carton is a South Korean brand, but they OEM them for a couple of other companies. So I saw Luminous had one. I saw that Kadiba had one. I saw a couple different brands with them, with their own brand names on them. So this is the Carton sprayer. I did not get this for free. I bought this, but I did get a discount on it. So that's another thing that happens at SEMA is a lot of vendors will do like show deals where if you buy them there, you get a discount. So sweet. We'll get to play with this. And then this, what's in here? Oh, charger and a test tube to fill it up. So just have a giant stack of cardboard sitting over there on the floor. What else? I took my Sonic toolkit and my Autel scan tool with me. I didn't need either one of them, but which is nice. This is my bag. So this is my solution to getting gate checked. So I don't know if you know what I mean by that. If you fly a lot, especially if you fly out of small regional airports, normally you're allowed a personal item and a carry-on bag. A personal item is like a backpack or a purse. And then a carry-on bag is typically a roller bag, which mine's inside. And they give you dimensions like 22 by 15 by 10, I think are the numbers. I forget. But TSA has like a size for that. It's like the standard roller carry-on bag. Well, the small airplanes don't have the overhead storage space to support that. And then what ends up happening is if you're not somebody who flies all the time, you end up with getting gate checked. So they'll take your bag, they'll check your bag, and then they'll give it to you at your destination, which is fine when it makes it. and not fine when it doesn't. And I've had both of those situations happen. So that To Me bag right there, it's like $100, something like that. But they will never gate check that. Never, never, never. You can always fit it in overhead, and you'll always have your bag when you get off the plane, which is really nice. So I can pack for a week with that and my my normal backpack pretty easily. Like I said, I took a roller bag this time because I had I drove, so I had the ability to do that. So there was a giveaway, a live auction that was done on the Thor media channel for Becca. So if you don't know who Becca is, Becca Green, Becca Driveway Details, I want to say is the YouTube. She's been super supportive of a lot of people for a long time in YouTube, in the comments, watching videos. I don't know, she's just very, very active in the community and always very kind. And she got diagnosed with cancer, and that's not my story to tell, but financially needs some help and isn't really the kind of person to ask for it either. So the Thor group did a live auction, and a bunch of people bought things. And then I was talking to Eddie, and I'm like, how are you guys going to ship this stuff from SEMA? And he's like, I don't know. We're going to go over to FedEx and figure it out. And I was like, I'm just going to take it all home, and I'm going to ship it for you, because I drove. So anyway, so these are the auction winners. We get those shipped out, packed up, shipped out today. I'm just going to make sure that they're packaged nicely so that people actually get their stuff. Because some of the stuff is like their booth things. They're not even replaceable if something were to happen. Some of the things don't even exist yet. Like Pan's spray coating is in that box over there. Like, it's not gonna be out for months. There's only 3 of them in existence right now that are like final packaging. So anyway, that's giveaway 1, giveaway 2, or I keep saying giveaway, they're not giveaways. They were auctions. Auction 1, auction 2, and then auction 3 is actually 2 boxes. Or no. This is auction 3. So there's Peter. I forget who won number 1. This one's Andrew. And then this last box, this one went for $3,000, which was insane. And Jason from AMI won it. And there's tons of stuff in here. This hat that's signed by everybody. Pan, Biobombs, Kelly from Yum, Christy, Nick, Godfrey, Jamie the Cleaner, Bruce. I signed it. Mile Deep. So lots and lots. There's 20 signatures on here. And then, interestingly enough, I went over to Fine Lab at the end, and I kind of told them what we were doing. And they decided to sweeten the box after the fact by adding in a 5-gallon of Pure Wash and a Fine Mock Polisher, Fine Mock V2, 15 HP. So that's all going to Jason from AMI. All right, I got sidetracked by some things. Now all of a sudden it's 5 o'clock and the grass is mowed and the dogs are walked and the rental cars are returned and all kinds of stuff has happened. So I'm recognizing right now I'm not going to get to UPS, so apologies. These will go out Monday. Definitely 100% Monday. I'll get them all packed up tomorrow. Here, show off some loot, I guess. I mean, well, first off, I came home and I had a bunch of packages that I had ordered before I left. So I got, this is the new gold standard compound, which I got to mess with at SEMA. And I ordered one of the I got one of the pads. So those came while I was gone. Thanks Ivan and the DIY crew for sending me over a sample to mess around with. As always, there was no, there's no expectation that I'll rate it positively or negatively. I got this. So this is an advent calendar. Hazet does them every year. So does Vera. So does a couple of the German tool companies. So I got this one this year. It's Hazet. They're about $100, but it's just, I don't know, something fun. It's kind of a Christmas decoration thing. A bunch of tips. Got a little electric screwdriver, so we'll do that. I got these. So those are Milwaukee wire strippers, 12 and 14 gauge. Just kind of see these online all the time. This is a plug for that generator I was playing with the other day, which I might not have talked about on YouTube. This was sent to me for testing. It's a dash cam, 4K dash cam. And then I picked up a little Milwaukee polisher, which is sitting up there in the middle. And this is a 5-inch backing plate that should fit it, hopefully, as well as a 6-inch waffle pad from Pan. So like I was talking about, I think I'm gonna get rid of my RS4 gimbal. This came from OG, so I ordered these, Bill Hambler Review, Surfex, Corusol, 4 of the press-all squeeze bottles. These are very shiny. I didn't expect them to be so shiny, but there's one over there with some GSF in it, but I've got 3 more sitting here. This is all my loot. So these are BioFresh bars that were giveaways, Squash LLC and Juicy Melons. Sonex did a all-in-one polish, a spray coating, a ultra quick detailer, and a ultimate cut. So I got all of those. Fine Lab had all 3 of their polishes as well as hybrid ceramic detailer they sent me. This is Luminous. I got a Blanc, a Glossy, and a Aqua Direct. Luminous also gave me an Iron Armor and a Prime. Where's Prime? It's here somewhere. So Prime is a windshield polish or glass polish. I got a bunch of shirts. There's a clean shirt. There's a Fine Lab shirt. I got one from AR as well, but I wore that one, so it's in the laundry. These aren't loot. They're just tools. Vonix gave me a mug. It was very nice of that. Everything I appreciate very much. Like I mentioned, I got a scrub wall. This is the Weapon of Mass Drawing, the small one, the wheel tire. And then this is their new glass towel, the waffle weave glass towel from the House of Rags. DIY's giveaway were these things. They're little decontamination towels. They're basically the big one cut into 4 squares, but with sewed edges. And I mentioned to Ivan that they should sell those long term. I think that it's going to be expensive because he said they have to make a big one, cut it in 4, and then sew the edges so the labor is high. But if it was like twice as much money to get 4 little ones as it was to get 1 big one, I think I would be for that because I could you know, use those and ruin them and throw them out. I would really appreciate it. I don't know if everybody would, but if you would, drop a comment down below. Carton, I got the sprayer. I was talking about that earlier. I also got what they call their X foamer, which is this one here. So this is a foamer, this is a sprayer. We'll do a separate video on those, but basically, I think those are gonna kill here in the United States. They're awesome. Carton is a Korean brand, but X foamer, the gentleman Sam from X foamer is bringing those into North America. And they're already available. You can buy them from Amazon and stuff already. So I'll talk about them. I think they're super cool. This is all Adamo's loot. C6 shirt. He bought a case for his pocket. Oh, the carton foamer and the carton sprayer. I bought those with my own money. So those weren't given to me. I bought that one from the booth, and then this one, the X foamer, actually I got from Amazon. It was delivered today. And then he got a bunch of Luminous stuff, and he got one of Yum's coatings, which I already have all of Yum's coatings. I just wasn't allowed to talk about them. So those are sitting over there in a box. And yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. Like I mentioned, I do have all of the Yum coatings here, so all 5 of those, as well as a detailer and a rinseless and shirts and some other things they threw in the box. I really appreciate them doing that. They didn't have to do that, but they did anyway. So yeah. So honestly, I was expecting this to be a little bit longer, but I'm feeling exhausted. So I think I might go maybe edit this video quick, go take a nap. It's been a long week. Happy to be home. But tomorrow morning I got to drive to the airport, going to LA to drop Isabella off for her return flight to Guam. And so we're gonna leave at like 4:20, so she gets there. She's got to be there at 7 for a flight at 9. So long drive, but yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for your support. If you saw me at SEMA, thank you for saying hi. If you didn't say hi, that's cool too. There are a lot of people there. I don't honestly think I could shout them all out. There were just so many, but you know, I really appreciate meeting everybody and talking with everybody and the conversations that we had. And sorry if I was a little out of it the last day or so of SEMA. I was pretty tired. I was having trouble getting to sleep. So the end of the day, Thursday, and the morning of Friday, I was dragging pretty hard. But it was really nice seeing everybody. So hopefully we'll do it again next year. Thanks. Have a great day.